DC40.
Today marks 5 years since MGM Springfield first opened its doors. Welcome everyone to Western Mass News at 4. I'm Chris Pisano.
And I'm Abby Carnevale. At a special celebration earlier today, the focus was on economic impacts the casino has had on the community. Western Mass News reporter Kristen Burnell joins us live from Springfield with the details. Kristen?
Chris and Abby, speakers who spoke today highlighted the many positives that have happened in the city since the casino first opened its doors 5 years ago. Western Mass News joined in on the festivities and with Mayor Dominic Sarno, City Councilor Attorney Michael Fenton, and we're joined by MGM Springfield President and CEO Chris Kelly and several others. They spoke about the economic resurgence of downtown Springfield since MGM Springfield opened in 2018.
It's a perfect time to highlight the tremendous economic and cultural momentum we're seeing here in the city. MGM has played a key role in so much of what's happening.
It was noted that the casino has brought in many people from across the country to downtown Springfield, especially this year. Some other notable events they referenced as having an impact on the city's economy include several at the Mass Mutual Center, as well as including an upcoming comedy show on September 8th with Pete Davidson, Jon Stewart, and John Mulaney. Now, I'll have much more on some of the future projects in the works to help downtown Springfield that city leaders say will help boost the economy as well. I'll have much more on that coming up at 5. For now, reporting live in Springfield, Kristen Burnell, Western Mass News.